Okay, so this is going to be a quick demo of how to use the WebSDR web page. What the web page is all about is it allows you to control a shortwave receiver that's located in the Netherlands at a university. It's hosted by a local amateur radio club there, PI4THT. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is to get to the web page. So we'll start by going to Google Chrome. And then we'll go to the web page. I have that saved here as a bookmark. And when the web page first starts off, if you've been there before and you've set up your audio, it will then start with the audio on. Right now for this demo, I'm going to go ahead and mute the audio. Okay. Once you're here on the web page, if it's the first time, you want to make sure that you've set it up properly. For me, what works best with the Google Chrome is HTML5. So you want to make sure that both of these buttons are selected here, one for the waterfall and one for the sound. It will also tell you whether or not your browser supports this web page by looking at the green text. To test the audio, you can click on this button, and if the audio is working correctly, you'll hear the letter R in Morse code. After you've set up the audio and the waterfall, you know that that's working. Then what you'll want to do is start controlling the radio. And this area of the web page, this is where you do that. This part of the screen, this shows you what's called the waterfall. It's the entire spectrum. Right now we're zoomed out and we're looking at the entire shortwave broadcast spectrum, and it goes from 0 hertz all the way up to 30 megahertz. The x-axis, this is actually in kilohertz. So here it's 15,000 kilohertz or 15 megahertz. Also on this part of the window, you'll see some purple and green text. The purple text are commercial segments of the band for commercial radio stations, and the green segments are amateur radio portions of the band. These controls here in the lower left, this controls your frequency. You can type it in, or you can go lower in frequency by hitting the minus buttons, or higher in frequency by hitting the plus buttons. The 1 plus button here, that would be just increments it a little bit. This button here increments it faster. And then the triple pluses here would be incrementing it by every click would be 2.5 kilohertz. You have some other controls here to where you can zoom in and zoom out on the waterfall. So if I zoom in, I can start to see the different bands here. And I can also zoom out. I can go to, I can click on band here. And I'm not sure what that did, so let's zoom out. Let's go and click on max out. So we're looking where we were before, and let's zoom in, and let's go to the 19 meter broadcast band. And now if I click on band, that should expand that. There we go. Now it's working. So when you look at this display, if it's a dark color, that means there's no signal there. The brighter the color, the stronger the signal. I can move where I'm tuned to on this display by doing a left click of the mouse and moving it left and right. I can also change which part of the band I'm looking at by doing a left click on the waterfall portion of the display and dragging it. So I do a left click, hold it, and drag it. Now, these other controls here, these control what type of modulation, demodulation you're using, and it also gives you the bandwidth of that demodulation. So for the 19 meter broadcast band, I know that's going to be AM, so I'm going to go ahead and select AM, and then let's see what it sounds like when I hit the mute button here. And let's see if we can tune to a radio station. There we go. And let's try another one. All right, now something that's interesting about this display, if I zoom in some more, Now, if I keep going, I'll actually see markers here for the different stations. This looks like Voice of Russia here, so let's see what happens if we click on that. And here is, let's see what this is. This is Radio Kuwait. Listen to that. Here is WBCQ, The Planet, USA. And you can manually move it. Let's go up here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and click on AM again. And right now we're listening to 8 kilohertz worth of bandwidth. And you can listen to the fidelity of the audio. Now, if I make it wider, you'll sometimes make it sound better. And let's see if we can find another example here. Okay, let's see what happens if we go narrow. And right there we go. Let's try something else here. Yeah, so you'll have to experiment with that and find the setting that works best for you. Usually the default setting of 8.09 kilohertz sounds okay. Let's go ahead and zoom out, and let's try to find some amateur radio stuff to listen to. So here's the 20-meter amateur band here, and at this time of the day there's usually a lot of activity. So let's zoom in on that, and I'll go ahead and click band, and now we have it centered. And let's zoom in some more. Now, for amateur radio, in this particular band, I know it's going to be the demodulation is going to be upper sideband. That's USB. For if it doesn't sound right, you can try the lower sideband, LSB. Usually, amateur radio bands less than 20 meters is going to be LSB, and 20 meters or above is going to be USB. So let's see if we can find somebody talking here. Let's see if we can find somebody transmitting in English. Let's try this one. That looks like they stopped talking. Let's go try some other ones. So these signals seem to be pretty weak, so I'm going to go ahead and click on the weak signal button here in the waterfall settings. See what that does. And it enhances it. Let's try this one. Let's find stronger signals, so I'm going to hit the strong signal. Let's try this one. Let's see if we find any stronger ones. And I don't see anything up in that direction. And let's zoom out. There's some. Zoom in again. Let's try this down here. Anyway, so this is a quick demo of how to use the WebSDR web page. And hopefully you'll try it out and find it interesting.